Previously on Knight's Quest.
We need to tell the magistrate about this.
Magistrate Feyraga Varden's chamber.
Do you carry poison?
You are aware that Katrina is trying to kill the magistrate, and that Run is probably in there doing that.
This is the cold open song we do when none of us have an idea for one.
This is the cold open song that we do when we want to go have some fun. Boom, 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 boom.
You could have been doing anything else right now, but you're listening to this dumb, stupid podcast, and thank you for that.
You could have been solving cancer or finally doing that project, but you're listening to us instead, unless you're good at multitasking. Yeah.
No, well, I know you're driving right now, so don't you dare do the multitasking.
Don't you talk to the multitasking.
Although technically he is. He's driving and listening at the same time.
Oh, damn it.
Listening at the same time.
Driving and listening at the same time.
Driving and listening
at the same
time.
Now you have a friend in the diamond business. Shane Company in Minnetonka and Hopkins Crossroad. Now in Woodbury on Radio Drive. Open
That's
weekdays
only
till 8,
funny for
Saturdays
people in
and
Minnesota.
Sundays till 5.
No, I've heard this exact fucking ad on the radio all the time, every day, multiple times, on every station.
Now you have
Only
a
in
friend
Minnesota.
in the jewelry business. Shane Co.
Okay.
and ShaneCo.com.
Okay. This is not, hey, no, we're not running other people's ads.
Did
Sponsored by
they
Shane
buy
Co.
every station and just be like, hey, play this ad on all of them?
Yeah, that
Like, because
ad
it's incredible.
and the it's all at the mall, Maplewood Auto Mall, like those two like commercials.
Guys, I'm going to have to kill this bit.
Why?
Just like how Run is probably going to kill the magistrate.
Yeah,
Hey, there's
yeah.
the transition.
No,
Got him.
you know,
Ding, ding, ding.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about this upcoming episode, and it's really funny how closely this part of Knight's Quest, it's mirroring the plot of the book that I studied in high school, the really famous English lit book from the 30s by Harper Lee, To Kill a Magistrate. Yeah,
Oh,
it's right up there. It's almost exactly the same, in fact.
It's not. It's not.
How dare you?
It's bad. Don't giggle like that.
because I have tricks and sneaky jokes.
If you have coin.
Now that should be the name of the episode. I have tricks and sneaky jokes.
Yes.
All right, so we open.
Yes.
Run enters into the magistrate's really apartment. It is quite a large and lavish space. He has a greeting entry foyer with a nice statue, but Run isn't paying too much attention to that. She looks around and is able to see the magistrate. He has not gone very far since his conversation with the burned shard that he just had. He is standing next to a desk. He clearly uses this space to greet and entertain people, but there are doors that lead to his more private chambers. Also in the room there is what appears to be a window overlooking the beacon. This definitely confuses Run, as she was told there are no windows in this tree. There is a soft blue glow illuminating the room from the light blue torches, and some fine seating arrangements of long couches and chairs, and a nice carpet in the center, along with a framed portrait of Magistrate himself hanging on the wall. Run enters, pushing the cart with the beverages. Magistrate is staring just staring deeply out the window. his fingers stroking through his heavy and thick sideburns, and his mutton chops. Yeah, they're quite regal. He is a gray orf with white hair, so he looks very, very old. Ren walks in. She has 2 beverages. She silently pours a small vial that's concealed by her finger into one of the beverages. A completely transparent, smellingless. Stop.
What are you saying?
Doing tense background music.
That's Jamie's job. Okay. I'm gonna mute that and I'm gonna edit it out. I don't want it. Don't like it.
Just censor it. Beep, beep, beep.
No. It's a silencing tool. Run is in the scene.
Yeah.
She discreetly puts some poison into one of the beverages. And she approaches and she says, Mr. Magistrate. He goes, yes. It's like, I have your noontime
Libations.
beverage. Libations?
Yeah, that's a word.
I don't know what that word means. The pace of this show is like molasses.
Libation, a drink poured out as an offering to a deity. Oh.
Yeah, that's not a libation. Not a libation.
The problem is
definition number 3, a drink.
Okay, sure.
We warmed up to get ready and in the right headspace for an improv show, which we did, and that's great. But that also means we were very not ready to do a serious scene at the beginning.
Very serious. People could die. It was supposed to be serious, and there was going to be a punchline. We'll get to the punchline.
Okay, hold on, Jamie. Bring back the serious music.
Bring it back. No more interruptions. We got to build the mood so we can break the mood. It's just going to be a
recording of Jake going bum 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 again.
Okay, shut up.
She discreetly poured the poison into the beverage and says, Magistrate Fayrock. Yes. I have your noontime libations.
I don't recall, but, I could use a drink right now.
She hands him one of the 2 beverages, the one with something special. And he takes it and he stares out the window and he says,
it's hard work running a city like this. No one seems to care about the rules, about tradition, about culture.
Yes, I'm sure that's a lot of work.
I only accepted this job so that one day I could prove to the Empress that I am worthy of being a tender of tradition. But no, I've been stuck here, out in the middle of the jungle, far away from the heart of Anima and everything I know and love, with these backwater orcs. I swear, most of them aren't worthy of the culture that I force upon them anyway. But
yes, I'm sure that's absolutely terrible, she says, as an orf too.
But at least you understand. Anyway, I'm rambling on. It's time for me to get refreshed.
Yes.
That's what people say before they drink.
I do.
In
time for me
the
to
Ba-wayu,
get refreshed.
That's what they say.
Jamie, I don't know if it's just like a weird Wisconsin thing that you don't say that, but like I do.
And as he's about to bring the cup up to his lips, the door suddenly bursts open, and a horde of people come storming in, led by the Magi herself. And of course we have, let's see if we got this. We got Rainer, we got Trouble, we got Eloise, we got Leroy, we have Quiz, we have Grilta, and we have Chub the dog and PB the bat, and Katrina and Raish.
Yeah.
I think so, although I kind of zoned out when you started listing people's names. That's on me, though.
That's a lot of names.
Also,
they're here.
Yeah, also now that you're done with your 2 super tense intro, I have to say something.
Yeah.
Tradition!
I thought that's what you were miming, but I wasn't sure. Did you give him, like a really dislikable kind of racist monologue so I would feel less bad about how he's about to die?
No, I think he was setting up the fact that he's going to be a hard ass with us about like culture stuff.
Also, you know what? That's an excellent point. That is a good point. Yeah.
You know what? Let's just do the scene and maybe we'll see what I wanted to do.
Maybe shut the fuck up and just do your goddamn job, okay? Like that's...
Listen, I don't schedule time out of my day so you can just dick around for an hour.
Pussyfoot around this podcast.
Wasting my time.
Bunch of tomfuckery.
No, that's exactly what he says. What is going on here? What are you? Magi, what are you doing?
Tomfuckery.
What is with this tomfuckery? I was about to be refreshed.
Man, I can't kill this guy. He's too fun. I think, as we said, a good chunk of the party is well aware of what is going down right now to some degree. Rainer, you know exactly, the second you see that cup in his hand, you know exactly that. You look at Run in her like half costume and the cup in his hand, and you know 5 sure that cup is poisoned.
And Katrina's standing like right next to Rainer, and between like her eyes are just flitting back and forth wide between Run and Rainer.
Meanwhile, the Magi doesn't know any of this, and she's going to just continue with the reason she's here. She's like, I'm so sorry, Magistrate, but we have very important news.
Well, it better be like world-ending news, because this is highly against protocol. You didn't knock at all.
Was there a door?
Yeah, we slammed it open.
Oh, okay, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Sorry.
Also, yeah, I'm just going to talk between these two, but you guys can, like, interject whenever.
Yeah.
So the Magi goes, well, we have recently discovered what has been causing some of the issues lately.
Like why the tree shut down?
Well, no, everything but that, you see. I mean, there's so much to go. I don't even know where to start.
Oh, no, we found that out, too. Rainer pipes up.
Yeah, Katrina's like, yeah, we know why that happened.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and who are these two?
Katrina gets into a deep bow, like swings the cape, and like deep bow, and she says, I am Katrina Gorbo, and these are my traveling companions.
Actually, I need you to roll.
Oh, shit. Here it goes.
What was the roll that we had? Was it just ratiocination, or was it just charisma?
For, like culture stuff?
Wouldn't it be lore?
Could be lore.
Because, like, we're trying to remember specific things we've learned about their culture, right?
Okay.
Let's go with lore.
Just Katrina for now, or a couple of us?
Just Katrina right now. Give me difficulty 2.
Okay.
And I'll let you have a boost on this one. I won't tell you why, because it depends on if you get it or not.
That's going to be a failure with 4 advantages.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So you will not know this custom that you're supposed to do. So he's going to correct you on it in just a moment. But you got 4 advantages, so you got a lot of potential.
A lot of play.
A lot of play you can use. Yes.
Sorry. I just had an idea. Sorry, continue.
I don't know if you want to like save those and let them carry out through this. Otherwise, it could be something where he's not going to outright kick you out. You can say what you're going to say, and he's going to believe you. You could get a boost on a future like persuasion or fear thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna save 3 of them to use in the future, and the first one is gonna be he doesn't just outright kick us out.
Great. Okay. He will interrupt you and say,
I need your rank, please.
I don't.
Your orc rank.
Can I ask a question super quick?
Yeah.
Run is Run holding one of the cups of tea, and there's another one on the little table?
Yes, let's go over there was a little tray, I believe, like a trolley, a little cart she pushed in that had 2 cups. One of them, she's not holding the other one, it's still on the trolley, and I pictured them as like longer,
like flutes.
Yeah, slender glasses with a fruity sweet tea kind of beverage.
So the king is visibly like...
The magistrate.
The magistrate is visibly upset that we're not following protocol, right?
Yes.
Trouble steps forward and says, guys, I got this. And he walks up to the magistrate, picks up one of the plates, and hands him some money. This is so fucking funny to me. I don't even care if it's not funny to anybody else. Trouble is convinced that this is a situation where our problem is that we don't know the right social skills, right? And he's like, I just did this. I got it, you guys.
I think the magistrate is... No. We gotta roll for this. No, you're rolling for this right now. You're rolling...
It's so good.
I'm really
you're rolling
sorry to
camaraderie.
everyone.
Oh,
but this is very funny to me.
You're rolling camaraderie difficulty 3.
Sorry, did you say camaraderie?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Troubles. We are pausing everything right now.
So it will come as a surprise to no one that when we upped Trouble's stats in the last episode, if you'll remember, I chose to put a checkmark in fear. Right. The reason that's relevant is because it means I don't have one in camaraderie, and I do not have a boost in my charisma, so I rolled 1 green die and 3 bad ones. That's a failure and a disadvantage.
Yeah.
That easy. The magistrate goes, he like shoves the money back. He's like,
I do not want your silver paper. Blue rodent man. Get over here.
The disadvantage is that he doesn't like trouble.
I mean, very few
fair.
NPCs do, yeah.
He's going to have a shady glare on you.
And he says, now you, what were your rank? You didn't answer.
Orc rank is determined on, like, what beast you have killed?
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Could Katrina justify saying Duchas?
Did she kill a Duchas?
No, but she subdued a whole group of them.
She can try. She can say what she wants to say.
All right. Yeah, she does. She says, Duchas. Right. So, we actually know why the tree was closed. It was the spirit of Duchas. He blocked the flow of anima to the Ba-wayu.
Yes, it takes one to know one then. Yes.
What does that mean?
Duchas, explain.
Were you referring to me as Duchas, or?
Yes.
Oh, the rank. Right. Okay. Yeah.
I see. Yes. The spirit of Duchas had blocked the roots of a wayu that was stopping the flow of anima to the Ba-wayu.
He stares out the window.
Yes, that would make sense. It has not been done before. Now, how did you, Duchas, stop this?
Well, I don't have it with me, but we have a tool that causes things to undo themselves in time, and so we use that.
What a convenient little story.
I suppose it does sound that way. Yes.
Why would we tell you that story if it wasn't true? We don't gain anything from that.
Boy, what's your rank?
What's my rank?
He's a Banus.
He turns to Magi.
And you let them up here.
No. Hold on. Sorry, I'm not familiar with Rillian's culture, so we have a different ranking system where I'm from. My rank is Bazal Ghul.
That means nothing to me.
Yeah, I figured. It's a spirit that I was able to defeat and imprison deep within the earth for another 1,000 years. How about you? Rainer's pissed. Rainer's sick of this guy already.
Oh, me? Indeed, I am a Truchas 7.
There's numbers? There's numbers.
That means killed 7 Truchases?
No. That means I have killed a Truchas with a 7-point antler.
Because they have antlers.
Now that we are done with getting our education out of the way, now I'm an educator apparently. Why have you bothered to interrupt me?
He gestures to Katrina.
This can wait until after your afternoon drink.
Oh, shit.
We did interrupt you after all. I think she looks at Run with a kind of like, I don't know. I tried.
Run is like slowly just like pulling the cart away, like she's getting, like she's ready to like run, like get out.
Ah, gotcha.
No, we can't. This is vitally important. Please, Katrina, tell him.
This is a unique issue here where I think in the moment I think Katrina would probably forget why the group is there.
She wasn't with everyone. She doesn't know why they're up here.
Right.
That's true.
And so she's also very confused as to why the Magi is calling on her.
Yeah.
Because
you had started talking.
Yeah, she's become like the designated speaker of this group.
I think Rainer might step up again. He might say, it's a bit of a long story, but Magi,
then please shorten it.
Yeah. Magi, he'll listen to you more. You heard what Mirjik said to all of us. You heard all the threats against the beacon.
I'm sorry, the what now?
The Magi can vouch for us. There's a spirit of chaos magic called Mirjik who is planning to attack this city probably in the next couple of days. He called the stocking room and he made direct threats and said that's what he's going to do. We need to find a way to prepare for that or else your entire city is going to be in danger.
Yeah, it's not going to be good. You're going to have armpits hanging from trees and cats sleeping with dogs and just it's not going to be good.
And then people aren't going to be following the rules anymore.
People are not going to be following the rules and traditions and customs. They can't do that if they all turned into fish or whatever weird shit Mirjik pulls out of his ass. Like,
It's true.
Now this is, indeed, quite a serious threat, is this true?
Yes, it is. I witnessed the entire conversation, and I can vouch for everything they're saying, though I don't know if the armpits and the fish are necessarily going to happen, but things of that level, that kind of potential. This is an top tier apocalyptic threat.
I forgot, he didn't turn people into fish, he just gave everyone a fish.
Katrina's looking at Leroy, like, I think for one of the few times in their entire relationship that she's known him, with, like, respect.
Yeah, that was good.
Looking at him just, like, quizzically, like, the constant question of, was that on purpose?
I suppose this is something we should probably bring to the attention of the Empress herself.
Who's that?
Reminder, Katrina, you do have 3 advantages, and I think you can use those 2 at any moment. Pivot the conversation if you ever want to.
Okay.
I'm not saying you have to do that right now. I'm just saying, like, that's a potential.
Yeah.
She's the highest ruler of all of Rillian. She is currently in Varden, where the heart of anima is.
Oh. Trouble is realizing he's a little out of his depth here, yeah.
Isn't there something we can do? We have lots of spells and magic. Can't we just counteract this? Put up some kind of, some barrier? Magi, you know more about these things.
Well, I'm not sure. This is a type of magic that has, always been seen as legend, as not real.
Oh, it's real. It's definitely real. I can promise it's real.
It's based on chance. It fluctuates depending on his mood. Rainer's like listing off things, trying to think of any details that would be helpful, you know? Sometimes he channels it through artifacts. Sometimes he channels it through people that he kind of uses as like valets, sort of. It's weird.
Rainer, that's good. There are artifacts. There are spectral artifacts that are attuned to Mirjik.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know where the rest of them are, and one of them is shattered.
Well, we don't, but maybe they do.
And who is they? Excuse me, little while, you didn't tell me your rank.
He killed Debanus. I know that much.
Yeah, Mistwalker.
You have to stop saying non-existing terms.
Chimera.
Yes, excellent. Dungeon Beast.
He does one of those things where he, like, pinches the bridge above his nose, and he says,
If I have to deal with any more ruffians today, I think I might just kill myself.
Katrina laughs. Like, there's this situation is just
funny.
so, like, so wrong. That's just funny. Like, she catches herself, but there's definitely a
You're telling me that there are some magic ancient whatevers that can stop this magic ancient whatever, and you just so happen to know all about it conveniently.
You know what? I think Rainer actually gets a bit more hot-headed. He says the reason they know about it is because they went and studied it. Like, they went and looked for the information. You keep saying everything is convenient, but we've done the work. We had to fight this guy. Like,
I was
You say you've
for months.
done the work, yet you haven't even killed a Duchas.
Oh my god. How can this ranking system be helpful? There's only like 3 animals in this system. We've killed other things.
There are 5. So you don't even know how the system works.
I feel like the magistrate is like that really not fun kid that is like invited to places out of obligation. And he, for some reason, like always has a speech impediment that just makes it like 5 times worse.
Oh no! You're gonna make me feel bad for him again.
No, I'm not, because it's that kid that's just like, no, we're not going to watch Back to the Future. I haven't seen the first one yet. You know, it's like that kid.
Excuse me, Magistrate Veraga Varden. I am tree knower Truhas 7 as well. So
Not bad. Not bad.
Am I? And I just want to say that you are absolutely doing a great job running this city. It's very clean and very nice. And we need your help. Right, guys? We need your help. Because there are only Duchai and Bainai. They can't do it on their own, so that's why we came to you.
And Mythwalker.
And this, for real? Wow.
Yeah, like absorbed it. It was cool.
Wow. That's super. We'll have to talk about that.
Trouble is confusedly like raising his hand like, educator?
No, Trouble, you didn't kill her. You didn't.
Oh, right.
Also, guys, it's not whatever you've killed. It's literally only those 5 things. It's very narrow in its, but we'll talk about that later, because guess what?
And she like grabs Trouble and Quiz.
Because we are one. We're what? You were saying, yeah, and we need your help. Big man, we need your help.
I don't love the kissing up to him, but I do respect that she is like seeing how tense things have gotten and she's trying this avenue because she is afraid that it'll go bad if we don't. Like, I can respect that for sure.
I think what he does is he turns and stares out the window and he kind of holds the cup in his hand and kind of swishes it around a little bit.
Yeah, and Run is just like white knuckling the handle of the cart.
So I was thinking about this, about having him drink the beverage. I think this can be something, I'm going to try to make us do more dice rolling starting now, is you can use advantages to push him towards drinking the drink, or towards not, Rainer and others. So right now he's at a neutral point where he's not drinking it. And so I think he's going to turn towards the group and says,
well, what kind of help do you want?
All right, so Jamie, basically we're going to be entering into one of those video game like button mashing battles where like we have to like tip the scale in one direction or the other.
Oh boy. I'm kind of feeling that Rainer might be changing his mind though, is the thing. God, I don't know. God, like he doesn't like the guy, but I don't know if that's enough to push him towards, yeah, we should let him die of poison. Because that's really drastic. This man is a head of state, and Rainer is like weighing his life morally in his hands.
no, this is fine. Katrina, are you going to cash in any of those advantages?
Yeah, I'm going to cash in one of the advantages, and I'm going to say she's going to take out her flask, which is empty now, of course. She's going to open it up and realize that it's empty, and she's going to ask, Magistrate Vayrog, might I? There's another cup. May I?
And since you're using the advantage,
yes, please.
So she goes over then and grabs the cup and takes a sip and says, "Oh, that is so refreshing."
Dang it.
Just
Rainer
clears that right up.
Okay.
I think the rest of the group that like was caught onto this, so like Leroy is like looking at Katrina like like this is the tactic you're using.
I think Rainer's made his decision, and he's going to look at the magistrate and say, I'd like to apologize for my lack of decorum. I don't know much about the rules and traditions of the beacon. And then he looks at Katrina and he says, but I trust that there's a good reason.
Katrina like snorts the drink that she was like drinking. She's just like...
That does not make Rainer feel better about the situation, Jake.
No, and she's like waving Rainer off like it's fine. Like, no, don't, it's not...
All right, so then if there's no contention afoot, he goes,
indeed, it is quite a warm autumn day.
And he takes a sip.
Guys, we just did a group murder.
Now we're real, I was going to say D&D players, but this is Knight's Quest.
And so but he's not dead yet.
Yeah, he's not dead yet.
So he continues to look out the window, which, again, no one knows why this window is here.
I keep wanting to ask about it, but I don't want to ruin the flow.
What is it that you need, then, in order to stop this unknowable, apparently all-powerful rule breaker?
Oh, we know him. He's not unknowable. Probably need, like, some pretty cool, like, magical fields and, like a big stockpile of anima.
The stocking room, the Magi told us that it's a direct line to other magical universities in different continents. They said they share research and information with each other. We could use that avenue of communication to get information on how to stop chaos magic. Is there some kind of magical opposite? Is there any kind of magical ward? We could learn these things. We could try to find more protection.
We know people at the gate, if that helps.
Yes, we could I suppose we could reach out to other universities and places of study, though I suppose the gate, if everything we saw in that last stocking call is true, it's not going to be of much information.
Yeah, they might already be in a little bit of a pickle.
Busy.
Right, well, you don't need me for that. You can talk to everyone on the stocking.
Okay.
Huh. He's turning out to be more hands-off with his city ruling than I expected him to be.
Just make sure you fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, there it is.
It's not a lot for the stocking calls. We did simplify that one quite a bit. There used to be a lot.
How does Eloise feel?
You know what? Actually, Eloise got hella distracted because I'm pretty sure she wasn't aware of what was going on.
Not as full as Rainer was, for
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
I think she's just kind of like wandering around the room, like looking at all the stuff that's in here. And she like goes over to the window and she
Like stands next to him?
yeah, because she's small. But I think she turns to the magistrate and says, I thought there weren't any other ways in or out of the Ba-wayu. I thought it was just the one door. I didn't think there were windows.
Without even looking at her, he goes, rank.
Oh my god.
You know what? Eloise is feeling a little shysty since she got her new weapon. So she turns and she says, oh, you know what? She doesn't address him.
Ooh.
She turns to the Magi and says, sorry, what I said was, I thought there was only one way in or out of the beacon, or the Ba-wayu. I didn't think there were windows in here.
I love that.
Oh, yes, that is correct. This is not a real window. It is a projection.
Oh.
It is magic.
Cool.
I think that's everyone just, oh, cool.
Well, no, I was immediately trying to think of how that might come into play with whatever may or may not be about to happen next. Vis-a-vis a man dying.
Well, excuse me, wow, it really is warm today.
Katrina says, perhaps you need to go lie down.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
You still have, do you want to use one of those advantages for a boost?
Yes.
Difficulty 2 setback added as well. Just because.
Yeah.
So I have 1 boost, 1 setback, 2 difficulty, and my regular persuasion roll.
Yes.
What?
I'd love to hear that. That's a fun sound.
Interesting.
4 of my dice were blank.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And I was left with what I think is a failure and an advantage.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So then he will not want to go sit down. He says it.
No, I do not need to lie down. This is, I'm sure it's just a bout and it will pass. Oh my.
I think he does take a seat, though, at his desk.
He says, so, it seems that we've got everything figured out then.
And you can tell he's definitely sweating a lot. He was pale before, but he has gotten a lot paler, and his eyes are red as if he has not gotten a lot of sleep.
Katrina is no longer paying any attention to the magistrate and is purely focused on the Magi.
The Magi is not noticing.
Okay.
Not noticing.
He goes, so I guess if everything's all squared away then, I suppose you could go and make your calls and just let me know if there's any other information you come across.
Yeah, Katrina says, great, let's do that now.
Wait, I don't know if you quite understand the gravity of this situation. And
And it's clear the magistrate, she doesn't want to leave. Or the Magi, she doesn't want to leave yet.
Rainer will say to her, perhaps we could have another meeting and explain it to him later. That was not a good reason.
Katrina's gonna use her advantage here to try and help Rainer out,
Nice.
like throw him a boost.
Nice.
She's gonna say, we don't need to waste the magistrate's time with this. We can figure this out on our own.
Okay, Rainer, I need you to roll difficulty 2 purple, 1 red.
Would that be persuasion?
Yep.
Love to see that.
You do got that boost, though,
Okay.
from Katrina. And I do know what the oh no is.
It's a lot of rolling. Every time a red die is involved, I'm so scared.
Oh, man. Based off your reaction, it's not.
Did you want Rainer to die?
No, Rainer wasn't going to die.
Oh, that's comforting.
But someone is.
Somebody.
Holy shit. Okay, failure. 2
beautiful.
failures. 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages?
Holy Oh, wow.
I had 2 green, a yellow, and a boost, and all of them have advantages on them.
Okay.
Okay.
So here's how this shakes out.
That's a lot.
She doesn't want to leave, right?
Yeah.
That was the persuasion. But boy, you've got a lot. We gotta do something big with that.
Right? Like, I have no
have an
idea what to
idea.
make of that.
Do you got something, Jake?
I do.
That's at least 2 big things.
Yeah.
Two
Okay.
very big things.
So my idea is that Katrina will try to avert the attention of the magistrate long enough that Run can squirrel the magistrate away into his inner chambers.
So you won't get the Magi to leave, but you will get the magistrate.
Yes.
Okay.
I can let that be one, and then I've got the other.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what happens. The Magi, at first, you don't persuade her. She says, no. I don't think you understand. I mean, you all heard the call. There's no time for discussing things. We need to have action now. There's a plan. And the magistrate's like, yes, I think you're right. He's like almost like laying on the desk.
Jeez.
Yeah, indeed.
As you said, Katrina kind of like stands in between the Magi and the desk so that Run can kind of scoot the cart back over and like push the magistrate onto
Just
the
like
cart.
lean him
Onto the
over
cart?
Yeah, like lean him so he's not like laying on it, but he's like leaning on the cart and just kind of like pushes him aside and he's like,
No, I don't need to.
but man, we got a lot of advantages.
This is
So she's able to start rolling him out. So now there's like a little side conversation with Katrina Rayner and the Magi, and she says, I think you were talking about powerful artifacts, and I do think we might have something of note. I don't know if it's the ones that you're referring to, but there's something that we were not able to properly identify that I think you might all find of valuable interest.
Is it a spoon?
No, it is not a spoon.
Is it a fork?
I just realized that I don't think Rayner knows the wheel of artifacts, but Quiz does.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, which one do I want it to be? I'll show you.
Perfect.
So I think she says, magistrate, and she looks around and he's been
Yeah.
wheeled away.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he did step aside then.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should be off, shouldn't we? I need one more roll.
From whom?
I don't know, but I feel like there needs to be one more roll done.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much rolling you do for Raish, but I was going to say we could
I
do a
have stats for
roll
Raish.
to see if Katrina and Raish can stay behind in the room when the party leaves.
Katrina, just do one more sneaky roll, and Raish will also do a sneaky roll. Difficulty, man, I don't want to make. I think it's just 2. I really do.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Like, the magistrate's excited about, like, going to the artifact.
Right.
They have a plan. They're, like, preoccupied with the original group. Hot diggity damn.
All right, 2 success, 2 advantage. So I'm in.
3 success, 2 advantage.
Damn.
Okay, so that's a total of 4 advantages combined, and I think 1 or 2 of those is completely covering up any last traces. They're able to wipe the cup of any residual poison on the inside.
Yeah, Katrina, like, shuts the door behind the group as they leave.
Yep.
They're like fixers, basically.
Yeah. They're able to straighten things out. Actually, with some of that, what fake evidence do they plant to make it seem like he wasn't poisoned?
Like,
Ooh.
oh, I thought you were going to say, like, someone else did it.
Katrina goes to the desk and finds some stationery. On just like a piece of paper writes, what's the name of the king?
With the magistrate?
No, the king
Oh,
in
King Edward in
Glenwood,
in
yeah.
Glenwood?
Ooh, okay.
yeah, I think she writes King Edward sends his regards and then writes BS at the bottom.
BS. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't frame the burned shards.
Yeah.
And then I think what Raish does, because he has a small lighter, is he does burn the edge of it a
Oh,
little bit.
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, Katrina says that. She's like, oh, nice touch.
Thanks. I thought, I mean, if we're doing a crime, might as well do another. Of having there be a fire.
Yeah, Katrina's like starting to relax, like that like huge weight off of her shoulders of having like literally all of her friends out of the room, and so she's gonna go after Run and the magistrate. She's gonna find him.
Yeah. She follows behind, and it's actually quite a maze. She goes through that one door. The one door. She goes through the one door, and it leads to a wide hallway with multiple doors on the sides. And at the end of it, you can see there is some kind of larger chamber that would maybe be like a traditional living room. But on the right, there is a door that is open a crack.
In this living space, is there an alcohol cabinet or like a wet bar or something?
Yeah, so just to be clear again, it's hallway with the door that's open, and then past that is the living space. Give me a ratiocination.
Okay.
Nice, like nice. Our clue finding. Let's go. Ba. That's still 2. I want to make it harder, but I can't justify it.
Well, it's a failure with 3 advantages.
Okay, you don't find any
killing
alcohol.
It with advantages today.
You don't find any alcohol, but you are able to...
What do I find, Nathan? What do I find?
You're able to find...
No alcohol, but you find some weed.
Oh, no. I'm going to lump all 3 of those, actually. You find... And it was... Man, you felt like a dummy. I mean, you couldn't find a wet bar anywhere. You're like, come on. Right. So you're moving your hands everywhere, and then your hand leans against one of the bricks, and it pushes open. And inside you find a stack of notes, of correspondences, and you can tell by some of the frayed and burned edges that these are the letters sent between the magistrate and the burned shards.
Oh, the real ones!
Oh. Katrina's gonna just pick the first one off the stack and read it.
Yeah, the first one is gonna be the newest one, and it describes how... Do you want me to like read it word for word, or just give you like the summary of it?
Give me the summary.
Okay, the summary is that the burned shards are coming, that one of them is coming to visit, and they are demanding another bundle, and it better be a big one this time. Otherwise, the truth will come out.
Gotcha. Okay, Katrina's gonna she's gonna take that one and leave that door open.
Okay.
And then she's gonna go check on the Run situation.
Raish is already in there, and she pops her head in, and the magistrate, he's on the floor. He didn't quite make it to the bed, and Run is just kind of standing over, just watching. She's got one of her curved blades out, but she hasn't used it. She's just kind of like, she says, "Yeah, he's almost gone. I'm just making sure that he's properly powered off before we go."
Okay. Are we just gonna sit and wait? Like, are we? I mean, we've got knives, is what I'm saying.
No, that would complicate it. It would make it too messy. We have a nice clean kill here. Let's leave it that way.
Yeah, all right. I mean, it's your thing. And Katrina just kind of like hands in pockets, like shuffling her feet around, just like, well, I guess waiting's really not my thing.
I think she'd Run after kind of just like maybe too long of a pause. She does go, "Thanks, appreciate it."
What? Sorry.
Just all this helping me accomplish this mission.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I was going to make some joke about like, oh, anything for a fellow Blade, but this has been an ordeal. And I hope that all of us can learn something from this.
Yes.
Yeah. But also the other plus side is now we can leave, right?
Yeah. No, I will, as soon as this guy's done, we can go. I'll take you to somewhere, and there'll be a ship, and we can all head back to Costa together.
Yeah, we can. I mean, we can travel together. I mean, that group of people. They're my friends. I mean, you met them at.
Oh yeah. No, I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we can. That's where they're going as well. We hired a Grilta. She's the surgeon general, so she was gonna take us. I just figured it would be quicker,
What was all that about? Chaos God, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't following.
Not a clue.
Of that.
No idea. Things just kind of happen, and I feel like I'm sometimes there for those things, but most times I'm usually there in the aftermath, just kind of cleaning up. I have no idea what that was about. But if it has anything to do with Mirjik, it's not good.
The reason I bring that up is I'm not sure if your friends are going to be leaving. Or if they are, I don't know if they're going
Is that like a weird?
to Costa Rica.
Is that like a weird kind of threat thing, or?
No, it just sounds like they have this to take care of.
Huh. Well, I mean, even if they're not going back to Costa Rica, the three of us still can. I mean, me and Race just kind of do our own thing. We don't tend to stick with the pack for too long.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. All right. Well, I think he's probably dead. He's probably dead now.
She checks his pulse. Yep,
He's dead.
That was fantastic. That was like listening to a conversation between Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
I think Katrina looks at her expectantly.
she takes her curved blade, and out of the hilt of it is a smaller stiletto.
Yep.
As is the case, and she just pricks in a spot,
Like under one of his fingernails or toenails or something.
yeah, real discreetly, and the blood kind of gets slurped up into the blade,
Ew.
Yeah.
I forgot about this.
and then she sheathes it back up and says, "All right,
Yeah.
good.
And Katrina goes, okay. So now all we have to do is just leave without being seen.
Yeah, that should be easy. I don't think that should be a problem. I mean, we got in pretty easy.
Why do you talk? It's just, and as she's walking out of the room, she's just every time you say things, it just makes them sound impossible.
Meanwhile, I don't want to leave the rest of these kids hanging.
No.
I guess we're all heading back with the Magi, right?
Yeah, the Magi. She takes with the rest of the group, and I feel like for some of the party, they've just been running around the tree, just following along.
And she's like, okay, so I think this is great. So we'll check in on this. We'll make some stock calls, and then I'll report back up to the magistrate on what we have found, and so that way he can properly relay the information to the Empress. I think that will be the best approach.
Right. After we've spent a nice long time checking in with the other SOC calls, is there anyone in the Ba-wayu itself that we should be looking for information with too? Like any magic scholars here? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great question. Let's see.
Yes, actually, there is one. There is one Magi.
What did I call them?
I'm the Magi.
Yeah, this was the confusion for the past 3 episodes. She is the Magi. There are also plural Magi.
I want her to say in canon, yes, there is one person, and I'm the Magi.
This ranking system is not a good one.
Magus. That's what it is. Okay. There's one Magus that we could...
Are you sure about that?
No, I think he's right about that one. We can move on.
Oh, no. Sorry, that was in character. Quiz was saying, "Are you sure about that?"
Yes. I'm sure. There's one Magus that actually does study in unknown anima, and I think, well, now that we have a name for it, we can rename him a Magus of Mirjik, really.
Magus of Mirjik.
And I think he has something you might all be quite interested in.
So she leads you down a couple floors.
Oh, I completely forgot about the artifact thing.
Consider my interest piqued.
You know what? While we're at it, let's just make this pure Mirjik. Jamie.
Purgic?
Fuck off.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you roll a d6?
I would love to. Just a regular old D6?
Regular old d6.
Number 5.
All right. She takes you downstairs.
Uh-huh.
She takes you actually to one of the floors about halfway through the tree, and into one of the hallways. Again, looks similar to the other ones. Blue torches, dark purple walls. She gets to one of the doors that is written in Orc, but also in your language, and it just says Studyings of Unknown. And she knocks a few times.
I'm getting heavy Ministry of Magic vibes.
Oh, yeah.
The door opens, and inside you see, I think this one is an orc. His hair is disheveled, and he's got some glasses that are askew. One of his tusks is chipped, and he definitely looks a little bit either older or just stressed out a lot.
What's this all about, then?
Can I just say Raynor tells him about Mirjik? Do I have to do a whole thing in scene?
And Quiz helps.
Yeah, I think you just give him the spiel. He's like,
Oh, all right, well, that sounds morally fine. Go on then, yeah.
when you all walk in,
Yeah.
specifically Quiz, Rainer, and Leroy, you get a feeling that is
There it is again, that funny feeling.
unfamiliarly familiar.
Sure. I'll take your word for it.
Quiz like immediately like hands out to the side, like stops, like no. Wait, I guess it's fine. I don't know.
What is it then?
No, I think I felt it too.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Right, by the way,
You haven't been cooking any omelets in here, have you?
No. No omelettes, not there. By the way, I'm a mystery seeker. A pleasure to make acquaintance.
Eloise says, "Is that your title, or like first and last name, or
I was
That's my
wondering
name.
that in real life.
That's my name. That's my orc-given name.
first name mystery, last name seeker?"
No, just that's the name. One thing.
Sorry.
Like, I'm tree knower, you know.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
but your
okay.
name is Grelta.
Well, kinda, but like, it doesn't have to be.
You just combined both their voices, and it was
They
amazing.
did. They did, and that was
It was
I felt that
beautiful.
in my
I loved
voice. Anyway, the room is a mess.
Yeah.
There's stacks of books and scrolls and bubbling things. It's disorganized, and one could say chaotic. And he's like,
Is that you're looking for the thing then?
Really, any information on chaos magic or Mirjik or any other name there might be for it? Randomness and chance magic. He calls it a lot of different things.
Right, well, here's the thing. I got to tell you, I don't really got many answers. That's kind of my whole thing. Is that it's all unanswerable. Everything that no one else can figure out, they
For
bring
sure.
to me.
For sure.
Shove it in here, and they say, "Deal with it, mystery seeker." And I'm like, "All right," and I haven't. I tried. Can't do it.
I can see that being
No
frustrating.
rules. It's all random.
Yup.
But there's one book. There's one book I got that's worse than all of them.
Did you say a book?
I said a book.
Oh, okay.
It's got some mighty nasty things about it.
What is it?
Well, I'll go show you then.
and he kind of gets like a big
Yeah.
toothy smile, and he leaves. Wow, this is not where I thought this was going to end at all.
Where did you think it was going to end?
I thought y'all were going to get caught and be on the run.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
Interesting.
I thought we were going to be caught like so fast.
Wow.
But no, you killed the guy instead. So
Yeah.
screw my plans. I think there's a moment of tense waiting. The group all looks at each other, not really knowing what to expect. Quiz, how do you feel when he's talking about a book?
I think Quiz isn't super paying attention. I think Quiz is like looking around the room, and he feels this weird feeling in his chest of like he feels connected, like he feels grounded in this space, but the feeling also feels like it's not coming from him. Like he feels, it's almost like deja vu.
Yeah.
Like he's feeling something, but he can't place why he's feeling it. And so I think he's just going around the room, kind of like poking at stuff and like checking beakers and like just kind of taking it all in. It's very distracting.
Fair.
So I don't think it registers when they're saying something about a book. I don't think it's
Right. I think Mystery Seeker, he leaves for a bit. There's a moment where you kind of like, is he coming back? Where was he going? And all of a sudden you hear some like books falling over. It's like, whoops. And he comes back out. He comes back out with a hefty tome. I mean, it's probably like 2 feet in length.
It's a big book.
And just chunky. The pages are not all placed in the same. It almost is like a scrapbook in the way that the pages are all kind of like put in different angles. It's not all clean and crisp. Though the cover itself is nice.
Okay.
It's almost got a sheen to it. It's just a simple brown leathered cover with good binding on the spine.
Do the pages have deckled edges?
Ooh.
Is that where they have the ridges?
Yeah.
Yep,
Yes.
it's got that.
Cool.
It's got that. Even a little bit of gilding.
Love a
Ooh.
good
A
deckle.
little bit.
Yeah.
It's subtle. It's subtle, but it's nice. And on the cover, you see there's no words.
Okay.
You see 6 hands, like images of hands on the cover.
Yeah.
And in the center is the Mirjik symbol.
There it is.
Quiz, this book, if feelings could be a scent, this book reeks
Yeah. Like
of that deja vu feeling.
And I think this is what I was getting at earlier is like Quiz didn't register when they said book, but the second that book gets like brought anywhere near him, his head just like snaps to it.
Right, so, have this book then, and I'll tell you all about the contents on the inside. It's quite a journey, but I just want to ask before I tell you, what do you think?
Quest like rushes over and like grabs the book and he says, I think we're going to have to be very careful with this. And he gets like the smallest grin on his face.
Hey, Quest, it's me, Nathan. Thank you so much for listening to episode 18 of season 3. I want to start this by just giving a quick shout out and a thank you to everyone who came to our golf ball tournament 2 weeks ago now, whenever it was. It feels like a million years. It was a lot of fun. And congratulations again to the team Shadow Daddies for the first win of a golf ball tournament. You gave Gorefield and friends a run for their money, but ultimately you defeated the purple plaid cargo pants in the final game, and that secured your victory. And yes, those were all golf ball team names. So we had a lot of fun. We will most likely be playing it again next year. So you all have a year to practice, and we have updated rules that I think are on the website, kkpodcast.com. Golf ball button is still there. If they're not up at the moment this episode comes out, it's because I'm a lazy mother trucker, but they should be. So go check those out. Have a lot of fun playing golf ball. Other things that are out and available, remind you, we have a second podcast now called Trouble in Paradise that takes place in the same world as Knight's Quest, just a little bit earlier, a little bit rowdier, a little bit rougher on the audio. Y'all remember what it was like at the beginning of our show. It's like that. But if you love the game, if you love the world, if you love the stories, we've got plenty of that. We recorded them a while back, and re-listening to them, I go, oh wow, I forgot we did that world building stuff, or that we established this thing. So a lot of juicy information if you like the world building of the show, or if you just need more stuff to fill those dead Fridays, those off Fridays. As always, if you enjoy the show, you can show your support by leaving a review, by telling your friends, or by buying our merch at our website, kkpodcast.com. The music, the stickers, the Azajax coin, all that good stuff is available. But yeah, we've got a lot of good episodes coming up. I mean, banger after banger after banger. So get excited for that. I know I am. I honestly want to just talk to you about them, but I can't because spoilers. And I don't want to be that guy. So get excited and look forward to more good episodes and more exciting things coming from us in the near future. But that's all I'm going to say about that right now. You've got plenty of things to deal with and handle for the time being. So may your place in his story be long. Perfect. I love it.
Nathan cut this part. A few seconds of silence pass, and then Trouble blurts out, "Oh, it was poison."
And there's the blooper, ladies and gentlemen.
We found out by that blooper right there. Wow. Wow.